In number 6, we're going to create a plot visualizing the proportion of boys born over time. We want to see whether or not this proportion compares, or how it compares to Dr. Arbuthnot's data. Now, of course, we've already seen that in both data sets across all years, there were more boys, slightly more boys baptized and born compared to girls. But of course, we want to visualize it. So you're going to be able to go up to exercise 3 and use the code from that exercise to create this plot. And I'll show you some of the steps I did in that particular exercise as well. So I'm going to just grab all of this. Don't really need all of it, but I'm going to grab all of it, copy that, and then paste it here into my lab exercise. And in a second, I'm probably going to switch over to my lab notes just to make sure. But first, I want to show you something really handy. So I've got all of these instances of Arbuthnot. I need those to be present. So I'm going to click on the magnifying glass icon, which is our Find Replace button. Make sure that In Selection is checked there. If you highlight all of that, it's going to check the box for In Selection automatically. And what that means is that you're limiting your Find and Replace search to just what's selected. So I'm going to find all of the Arbuthnot instances and then replace them with present, and we should see 7 replacements there. Good. So boom. I didn't have to retype anything. Everything works perfectly. I've got all 3 of those plots that I ran earlier. So a lot of times RStudio's defaulted to display plots inside the R Markdown document here. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to my lab notes just so that I can see it in the files pane there. So I'm going to rerun all of that because, again, this is a separate session. And then I'm going to back up and show you our 3 plots. So the first plot is just the total. So we saw kind of a dip there in the ratio, but then ultimately, again, we're looking for how these things compare. So basically, they are comparable in that, again, slightly more boys were born and baptized in each of those years. I guess the main difference in the case of the present data is that the trend is flatter, although we're talking about, hairs of a difference here, so to speak, but otherwise they're the same.